Join us for the following previews. Hello, 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 and welcome to October of 2021. Fall is in the air, and this is Adolf, and I have with me the fantastic Classic Jake.
Howdy.
And the marvelous New Jake.
Hi.
So October is here. So October, we actually have a good amount of 3D releases, and it's actually exciting to actually have some cool stuff coming. So, we got 3 movies to talk about, and some noteworthy movies, and some Blu-rays. So, first up, coming soon to theaters and cinemas near you. With a release date change to move it up, which is unheard of nowadays, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, aka Venom 2, is now releasing October 1st, 2021.
Yeah.
Are you guys more excited for this or less excited for this?
Yeah. I heard the runtime being a very brief 90 minutes. I'm afraid it's going to be rushed, but I'm still excited to see it because I enjoyed the first movie. So, yeah.
Classic Jack?
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm more excited, I guess, than originally because I think the newer trailer kind of warmed me up on it. Now, for everyone listening, Classic Jack will be doing the review for this. I wrote the review for the original, and I really didn't like it, so Classic Jake liked it more. And Classic Jake, you already have tickets, so you're ready to go.
I'm ready. Mm-hmm. And got the sweet spot in the theater.
There's not that much new going on with this movie. Besides, there's more rumblings that Venom may have a cameo in Spider-Man and Marvel. I don't know if it's going to be in this movie or not. I hope so. That would be an awesome stinger at the end.
Yeah. Well, heck, there's all sorts of stuff that could be happening. And Andy Serkis is directing, and the trailers have looked good so far. And and Woody Harrelson is going to be Carnage, so that's going to be Cletus. So that's going to be Cassidy. So that's, it looks like now. Let's see if they know how to do a head biting scene, make it look awesome.
But only in PG-13.
Shazam had a great head biting PG-13 scene.
Yeah. So
I'm constantly throw that in Venom's face.
They should have just been rated R, but I get why they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Teenagers.
I know, and I think with how Suicide Squad did, we're going to see less R-rated superhero movies, which is a damn shame. But then nothing's made $1 billion since the pandemic, so I think they're just ignoring how Joker did.
Yeah,
and the Deadpools.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine that Joker and Deadpool are just considered a whole different beast altogether.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited more so. I mean, it actually fits October really well. I like the idea. This is a character that's kind of an anti-hero. He's not really a bad guy. He's not really a good guy. And, the only worry I have is that there's a lot of darkly lit scenes in Venom, the original. I hope there's more brightly lit scenes because dark and 3D are not ones that fit together. But, I'm positive. I'm actually kind of excited, so.
Yeah, I mean, it looks brighter. It looks like there's more color, especially with the red Carnage. So I hope it makes the 3D brighter, and also being shot in full frame. It's gonna be looking good on my 3D TV when it comes to 3D Blu-ray, hopefully.
All right, the next movie is No Time to Die, James Bond 007. Our first James Bond 3D movie.
Yeah, unless you want to
get
quasi-legal Taiwanese Dr. No disc. I can't speak to the quality.
All right, anyway, back to James Bond. 007, these movies have been hit and miss. I for the most part, I think Craig is fantastic as Bond. I just think the movies are really hit or miss. So I haven't gotten tickets yet, but I want to review this. So
Yeah.
I think the Craig Bonds have been a lot better than a lot of the scripts that Timothy Dalton, Pierce Brosnan, and Roger Moore got saddled with.
all right.
So to me, they're pretty awesome, but your mileage may vary depending on how long you've been following the Bond franchise.
All right. Let's move on to Dune. Now, this actually has had an international release already, and it's making some decent money. And, the reviews on it, I haven't looked into the reviews yet. I try not to. But the buzz is good. It's just long, which I kind of expected it to be. So, are you guys excited for Dune now? Or more excited, or less excited, or the same? Or what?
Same. It's just more of the same Denis Villeneuve stuff.
Mm-hmm, yeah. See what he does. I mean, we've already had the David Lynch adaptation, and we've had sci-fi miniseries. The sci-fi miniseries was meh. The theatrical version is, to me, more interesting because I agree with Lynch about when they expanded his name taken off the expanded version. Of course, they didn't really consult him for it. And he's one of those guys, you don't put my name on something I didn't have anything to do with.
Now, this has gotten some controversy with the director saying that, talking bad-mouthing Marvel movies and saying, oh, well, all Marvel movies use the same formula. And it's like, yeah, I don't really have... I understand what he's saying, but that's not really a good thing to it doesn't sound good that you're attacking the biggest monster, biggest thing there in movies. For what purpose? Just because you think your stuff is awesome?
He's pulling the Scorsese.
All right, so let's move on to some noteworthy 2D movies. Now, these movies are interesting because I could imagine another universe where these movies are 3D, and they're not. At least no confirmation that I could read of, and I feel very confident in saying these are not 3D movies anymore. Now, the first one here is The Addams Family 2.
Dodge that bullet.
Yep. That's a
Matrix 4 style.
So we may eventually review this for patrons, but it is not going to be a high priority. I think it's also going to be on Paramount or something. So I'm not at all interested in seeing this right away. It just looks so cliche and nothing to it. So the next movie here has a newer trailer come out called Ron's Gone Wrong. And the second trailer looks worse than the first one.
The first one was a decent little trailer. I haven't seen the new one, though, but it looks like a cute movie.
It just looks really corny. Like, they're really playing up the corn factor, the kiddiness of it, and it's like, okay, well.
It feels like the Child's Play remake from a couple years ago where the toy's broken, but it's not killing anybody as far as I know.
Classic Jake, do you have anything to say about this?
It looks basic and but it's Shakespeare compared to the Addams Family trailers.
It looks better animated too. So we'll see how Disney deals with the movie.
All right. We do have some more theatrical releases that we're going to, really quickly say the name and have anyone say interested or not interested. Hotel Transylvania, Transformania.
Sketch off.
I might watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Many Saints of New York, not interested.
Not a Sopranos fan.
Yeah.
Halloween Kills, nah.
Yes.
Interested.
Yeah. The Last Duel, no.
Never heard of it.
I'll probably go see it because I've seen most of Ridley Scott's other movies, so I'll go see.
Some Fathom events, some noteworthy classic horror movies like Dracula and Frankenstein and Invisible Man and Wolfman are coming to Fathom events this next month.
Well, working on the big screen if you have a theater that does proper presentation.
Well, just get the 4Ks.
Or you can save yourself a lot of money and buy them on disc. 4K, Blu-ray. there's a great collection. Heck, you can even get 3D versions of the ones from the 50s, like A Creature, Revenge. I don't think they've put out It Came from Outer Space, or have they?
Yes.
Ah,
it's in 3D.
Awesome.
All right, we also got Spirited Away, which I love. It's a fantastic anime. And
Never seen it.
Evil Dead, which I've always heard great things, but I've never seen it.
It's really good. It's kind of troublesome in spots, but really good movie. Worth a watch.
Mm-hmm. Hey, it's the main reason we got Xena, because Sam Raimi felt so bad about a certain scene, he decided he had to put out empowered female characters, and we got Xena.
All right, moving on to 3D Blu-rays. We got 2 worldwide releases, nothing in the US that I could find. Coming soon to 3D Blu-ray. The first one is Monster Hunter, coming to German 3D Blu-rays. Has anyone else seen this, or is it just me?
Oh, I've seen it. I pre-ordered it months ago.
Okay. I thought it was kind of a boring movie.
I haven't seen the movie, but, Paul W.S. Anderson 3D, it's usually pretty decent, so.
Yeah, I imagine the 3D might actually work well. It just kind of feels like the same, like they're just kind of surviving, and it just feels long. I didn't hate it, I just didn't love it either. It's kind of forgettable. And the other one is a Japanese 3D Blu-ray release of Black Widow.
Already got it. $80. Well spent. Yeah, it's a really good release. It's really nice, high quality. And it got here super fast.
Yeah. Well, the few Japanese discs I own, they've all been high quality, so.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's going to be it for October. We got plenty of content. That's going to be it for us. Before this podcast wraps up, I want to thank my patrons. Thank you, Kano3D, Mr. Bengal 5, and Kevin Winter for your financial support on Patreon.com. So that's going to be it for this podcast. Thanks for listening. You can find 3D or 2D on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Pinterest, Instagram, and more. Just look for 3D or 2D. Links are in the info box. If you want to send us listener mail, our email address is email3dortwo@gmail.com. Thank you for either listening or watching this podcast. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.